everyone.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, is it moving around?
Yeah, we're gonna move the camera so that we can. Gorilla sent us a really amazing cake today, so everybody from the studio is coming upstairs right now to just celebrate the release of early access around the world and eat cake, as we do. It's not weird just sitting here by myself.
Oh,
Swapped cake cam.
In a minute.
No, not yet. Don't swap to cake cam. Just. There's a button on our mixer, and you just swap to cake cam. I don't think it's called cake cam, unfortunately. Kitchen cam?
Game left, game right. Is it not? John, friend.
Which button do we hit, Tom?
Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It is kitchen. Hit the kitchen button.
that's it in the bottom.
Yeah, here's. Do it.
Is it time?
Yes, it's time.
We should bring the cake closer so
Yeah.
it's like in front of the ambulance.
Where we're at. That's really
Cool,
close.
but I just want to get the so it's off to the. There we go. Then everyone can see you, right?
I don't know why you're all standing like that.
We're just going to eat it. Say anything?
Thank you.
You can talk to the community as well.
Where's the champagne, dudes?
Oh, I don't know.
How does one cut this? Where's Alex or Dave or anyone want to join in? Come
Yeah.
on.
You can fill in.
Come in. You're not so far away. Easy method. We all need to cut the cake. All right.
Okay.
Where do I do it?
Oh god, like in and down.
All
Like,
the way through?
yeah, and then angles. Yeah.
It's alright.
Yes, cake slice.
All right. Now hold on. I think this cake is more thing. Well, I don't think I can go through the next layer.
Okay.
There we go.
Solid.
There we
I start slicing with hand.
Yes. Okay, you were ready to slice.
I think
stuff happening in front of the camera.
If you're ready to go, I'll grab Tom and we can might as well. We're just showing John's butt cutting cake.
Is everybody over there? You want cake?
Where's the laptop?
Where's my spoon?
Okay, the camera take stream is still with. All the jump bud stream is
Right. Hello. There it is. Can I sit me okay to that?
Yeah, I guess.
I am sorry.
Okay, we're back. Do you want me to hold your cake? Or are you going to eat the cake on the stream?
I'll come in from my stream.
I have no problems.
I'll leave
No problems with eating.
Just do us, Mum.
Okay, nice. I'm going to make sure people can hear us. I think people can hear us. Yeah, we might just have to speak a bit louder. But we're live now. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Now that everyone is eating cake and all sorts, I'm back still over there, and you've had 10 minutes of John's bum and banana shirt. The Woolly sisters are here. We're going to create some bits and pieces, and Claire and Jewel are over here. Are you guys going to come and join? You can come and join if you want.
We're gonna do a thing.
Have some input.
Okay, fine.
Cool. So, what do you guys want to create? Do you want to create something, or you got an idea in mind, or do you want some suggestions?
Suggestions are always good, but we make things that are cute but weird.
Cute but weird.
We do, yeah, that's weird things.
Cute but weird. So, you want some suggestions?
Yeah.
Do you want? Should we get a cute suggestion first,
Yeah.
and then a weird suggestion?
Or we could add, maybe we could add the weird.
You can add the weird. Okay, so task for community watching the stream right now, I need to change the camera, is make cute suggestions to Claire. And she'll... yeah, I need to say that they can see the game.
Oh, of course.
I brought my cupcake with me.
Did you not have a piece of cake?
No, I didn't. I got cupcake.
The cake is delicious.
Okay, so...
Sea urchins.
A sea urchin.
Are cute.
Are they cute?
More poms. Sea urchins are adorable.
We've had a pom. Let's have a look.
We can't do 2 poms.
Oh, a monkey. Could we make a cute strawberry?
Wasn't it cute strawberry made, was that at Pack?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, a duckling, a kiwi bird we've made at Rest.
A lemon finger bowl! Lemon finger bowl! That's Gary. Is that Gary?
Yeah, I do. That's me. Okay, so let's have a look.
Lemon finger bowl.
A puppy. We've had poms, so you can watch the stream back.
Yeah, a meaty beef ham as well.
Yeah. A superhero monkey.
I don't know if what about monkeys? Are you not good with them?
A little turtle. How about a little turtle?
Turtle.
Yeah?
Do a little turtle.
Yeah, so that's...
Oh yeah, what's weird about the turtle?
What's going to be weird?
Well, so, I mean, one thing we did at PAX that was really fun was we gave them professions. That was fun. Yeah. But I don't know if we want to go that way or if we want to do something else with it. I don't know. What's this fascination with scorpion cats?
Oh yeah, I don't know. The baby chinchilla.
A tea-cosy.
A tea-cosy.
Vampire turtle.
It could be
Yeah, a llama
turtle
corn.
That's a tea cozy. A turtle that's a tea cozy.
A turtle that's a tea cozy.
And you have to, do we think of the time for that? So you make your tea and you put the tea cozy on it. Make tea and you put the tea cozy. Yeah, because the point of a tea cozy is right is to keep the tea warm. So it's a turtle teapot. Turtle
A
tea
turtle
cozy.
teapot.
No, it's teetle.
A teetle.
Tea cozy. You know, like the chicken that Gran used to have. Yeah. Well, shall I make a turtle first? Okay, you make a turtle.
Start with
first.
turtle.
We'll start easy.
And yes, I do believe Herman Holst made that cake for us. Like,
Made-
bare hands,
made
shaped it. Thank you, Herman.
Oh, Herman actually baked it.
No, he didn't make it.
Oh man.
I
No,
mean,
they sent
should we say that's
our
a
friends at
turtle
Gorilla
colour?
sent it to us.
Yeah, something like that.
Celebration.
So, if I...
Yeah, and the cupcakes are from Michael.
Yeah, Michael Denny. This cupcake's well good.
I know, right?
Very good.
You made them by hand too, right?
Yeah, we've just got these like high-ranking places
I
to
could
be.
totally picture a Michael Denny cooking show, like.
Of Michael
Yeah.
Denny cooking the show. I
The
mean,
suggestions are just coming in now.
Frying turtle
Drinking tea
Turtle with rabbit food.
with an eyeglass.
Turtle made of turtles. No, this is too much into the Pomeranian.
It's turtles all the way down.
What?
Yeah.
It's an old joke. You know the whole like Discworld world and
Oh, okay, yeah, no,
turtles
I
all
see.
the way down.
So what
So-
are you making? Tail?
You gonna start with the tail?
Is that his little face?
Oh
That's
yeah,
his
you don't want
face.
to start. Yeah.
That's his face.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You always start with the head of the thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
You don't start with the body?
Well, it's whatever you feel comfortable starting with. So I'm making a little turtle head. I mean, this is what a turtle looks like in my mind.
Okay,
as
there we
well.
go.
Okay.
So
It kind of looks like a shackle right now.
So if you're just tuning in,
Pokemon.
we are Media Molecule and we are streaming Dreams Early Access, which is now live in the US stores and the EU stores. It's everywhere. And that means if you're in EU, Russia, Australia, New Zealand, the US, North America, Canada, and a few other bits of places, you can take part in Early Access. Go buy it. Go buy it now. $24.99 in the UK, $30 in America, $39.99 in Canada maybe. Check your stores because I don't want to be wrong. Let us know if you're playing, send us some pictures. Let us know what you're going to create. It's very exciting. We just had a big cake. If you've tuned in like 10 minutes ago, you would have seen our senior designer John Beach's butt.
Yep.
Not naked. He was in his shorts. There he is in his banana shirt. John, I was just telling everyone about your butt.
My butt.
Yeah.
It was on screen for a long time.
that's why you may have had Sackboy attack your bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on stream over here?
Yes.
It will be. Yes.
Yep.
So we're streaming Early Access all day, 12 hours. We are now
What colour should I tell his eyes be?
6.5 hours into our stream.
What colour should his eyes
Nearly
be?
halfway.
What colour should his
Quite a
eyes
way.
be?
That's more than halfway. Well, it's right. Yeah, it's running until 10.
This is the input that I give.
No, it's honestly like I was joking. Like my watch tracks my heart rate,
Yeah.
and watching the servers all day, my resting heart rate is normally really low. It's been quite spiky.
Wow. You're part of the server team, right?
Yeah,
You're making everything tick along quite nicely.
yeah. Well, and Jules our sort of newest addition because Jules works on tools and helps us out on some of the server stuff as well.
Yeah, welcome, Jewel. Welcome.
I just saw Alex downstairs staring at the graphs and just going, ooh, numbers.
Yeah.
Quite exciting.
It's been so exciting, such a good day. We've got the Woolly sisters, Catherine and
I
Charlotte.
like how we're just like the Woolly sisters.
The Woolly, it's easy.
It's easier that way.
And then I can introduce you
You
each.
not call us the Woolly twins though.
No, that's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, like,
we are twins.
do you have twin telepathy when it comes to like creation?
No, because she had to ask me what colour the eyes were going to be.
Yeah, because I had red on the
Oh, shoot.
the colour picker, and you were like blue.
I don't know, look at how adorable Blue looks.
I mean, right now
That's
it
pretty
could
adorable.
be
Yeah,
a
Blue's
worm,
working.
it could be a caterpillar, it could be lots of things.
It could be lots of things, so what makes it a turtle?
His shell. Its shell.
A half shell?
Because he's a
Turtle in a
turtle and a half shell.
Yeah. So we were creating a turtle. Are we doing the tea cozy bit?
We could do the tea cozy bit.
We're starting with the turtle first, see where we go from there.
Just gonna cut our little mouth for him.
Hi Claire. Hope servers are really nice.
He looks a bit
Oh,
sad
he
like
looks
that.
Yeah,
sad.
they've been
That's
ticking
alright.
along.
Yeah, that's
Sad.
cool,
Think
sad
they
is
do.
good. Sad can be cute.
Sad can be cute.
Sad can
Sad
be cute.
is sometimes, but not always.
But
So what if I was sad right now? Would you be like, oh?
I mean, it depends, I guess, on how cute you look when you're sad. Because, I mean, he looks pretty cute right now, but he does look sad.
It's like the difference between like a drunk crying and a puppy crying. It's like that's the difference between sad kids and when sad's not
Yeah, it works.
The
That works.
shell. So what colour shall our shell be?
You want that nice dark.
We can ask the Twitch chat.
Oh wait, what you mean like a
Yeah,
colour,
we're
like an
Cuppa.
outrageous colour?
Yeah.
What do
What?
we look like?
Yeah, Cuthbert's a bit of a dolt.
Oh, I like this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Cozies. Teenage.
It's the eyes. Yeah, the eyes definitely make the emotion. What colour should the shell be?
What colour
Yeah.
should the shell be?
Because right now...
Red shell. Virtue says red shell.
Red shell.
Electric blue to match the eyes. Oh, it's a fashionable
Electric
turtle.
blue.
Match the eyes.
There we go. And colour picker allows you to do that nicely.
Yeah.
You want one of my favourite bits of turtle trivia? It's to do the copyright dance. You know the ooze that hit the turtles was apparently the same ooze that hit Blind Lawyer Man Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Cool. Nice.
Really?
It was what they didn't.
I know it
own-
is just like it's a barrel. Of
Well, no,
What?
it's one of those like it was a cult comic. It was like
Oh
you
yeah,
go back to the
it was
history.
huge. Yeah, we were looking into it when
Yeah.
it started recently.
Yeah.
1984.
What colour is chartreuse? Chartreuse. Mistaken. Oh, what? Sorry. Yellowish. Okay.
It's a colour you hear at weddings a lot.
Right. Make the shell just a giant eyeball.
Just
Oh, I could have loads of different
Eyeball
eyeballs.
turtle.
Oh man, what if
Yeah.
it had eyeballs all over the shell?
That's
that's what you,
distressing.
I mean, we could do that. We could do that as decoration on the shell.
Yeah, I
Have a
think
shell
so.
base.
Does that work for the S_001 if the shell's covered in eyeballs? Like, we need to know. It's your suggestion.
Did you ever play Bogdan's level where the eyeballs followed you?
That sounds fun.
No, that sounds terrifying.
His one platformer level, I think it was it on Alpha or Beta, I forget, but he had this level where as you ran along, all of these eyeballs followed you on the wall.
Wow.
That
sounds very Bogdan.
It was very Bogdan.
I'm definitely a fan of seeing more horror stuff being made with Dreams.
Yeah.
People have done some great things, and I just want to see more because it's got some really good atmosphere.
Yeah, there was a bad something called a bad dream in the beta that was really creepy.
I don't know,
To the bottom,
I
you got
think-
to some sort of demon thing.
Yeah, I think Mark's already put some pretty weird into the stream today.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
Yeah, the
Good pom.
multi-faced pom
Yeah.
was something.
Creeping into existential horror.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving it like a bottom to the shell.
Yeah.
Oh, the Commander Melon level had the eyeballs.
Yeah, that
following.
was it.
Oh, yeah, I played that.
Ah,
That
it's
was
a bit
so good. I don't remember the eyeballs following.
I think it was later in the level.
Right. Oh, so yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I got to like the double jump. Okay, now it's looking a bit.
Oh, we've got minimal on, haven't we?
What have we got on?
Minimal UI.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fine.
John turned it on earlier. You can turn it on like, more UI if you want.
What does minimal UI hide?
It hides the scope effect and like the graying out and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So it means
So
that
I'm thinking-
everything always looks in colour essentially.
Our little head is quite small.
Oh, you think?
Well, no, compared to the shell. I kind of want over... You know how things are cute when... Okay, so little legs.
When what? Things are cute when what?
exaggerate.
Exaggerate.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why the eyes are massive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's create some little leggies. You might notice that I'd like the curve
You do
tool.
like the curve tool.
Yeah.
The curve tool is one that everyone should use.
Someone
it
in the
makes
chat.
makes some really nice shapes.
Someone in the chat's just asked, is the Dreams easier to create with the move controllers? Well, Cat's actually using the DS4
Yeah.
now, whereas others have been using
You
move
kind of
controllers.
live by the DS4. don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, DS4 is really good for using.
I think DualShock seems to be really good for like tweaking things, making circuitry, doing precision stuff, whereas the moves seem to be really nice at sculpting, freeform, boosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sweeping moves and
It-
things like that.
It's also just like what you're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it all comes
They're
down to
both
personal
good at
preference.
each other's
Yeah.
tasks. Some are just, they feel more suited to the purpose.
Yeah.
I
Those
mean,
are
like
very
when you saw
fat
Parker
little
doing
legs.
his race car, like I do a lot of that where I'm like
they come out the
adjusting
side, don't they?
the stamps
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
after stamping them, and like that's more like a DS4 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas the move people are like,
Yeah, it's really just down to you. Like Mark Healy has sworn by using the DualShock
Yeah.
for the entire development
Yeah.
of Dreams, just so that he knows that everything can be
Oh,
done.
yeah.
It's just completely down to you. You don't need to be like John will swap between both while he's creating. That's like really fun to watch. For those kind of exact things, like for more precision things, some people prefer the DS4. Also, if you're playing Dreams right now, let us know in the chat. So that's really fun. Been watching people. You've been watching
There's a
people
chunky
sort of
load.
Yeah.
get the game throughout the day.
Yeah.
Now that it's
Checking
available everywhere.
In Dreams to see what people have been making.
There've been some good stuff so far.
There's been some strange stuff. We've seen actually a lot of people working on their beta levels.
Yeah.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people revisiting.
Yeah.
And if you are finding any sort of weird things going on with the creations you're revisiting, Charlotte's actually part of the QA team. You've
Yes,
been,
and in fact, if you go onto User Voice, we actually have a beta backwards compatibility section, and on there we have listed a few of the known issues that may affect your levels and ways to work around them, essentially.
Yeah, how you can fix it, which is
how you can fix it. Obviously, we have tried to fix as many as possible, but with some cases, it's like, well, the function has changed. So
yeah, it's been that's really helpful. I think a lot of people will.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have any issues actually with your beta levels that aren't listed on the User Voice forum in that particular beta backwards compatibility section, please do, put a comment in there and say what you're encountering, because we can look into it. Yeah.
And yes, Quietly Wrong's just popped in the
Nice,
link
thank you
to
very
the
much.
feedback website.
Yeah.
Dennis, big love to you.
Yeah, because User Voice was so helpful over the beta. Everyone basically giving feedback, but also letting the QA team know what sort of bugs you guys are finding. 'Cause, for some cases, we had already encountered them, but like some of you guys, found some crazy stuff because you've been making levels in ways that maybe some of us might not have thought of.
And it's just as useful to go on there and upvote other people's stuff.
Oh, yeah,
'cause,
definitely, yeah.
There's just so much feedback we get. Alex just has to sort through all that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and if we know that everyone feels the same about this one particular thing by upvoting it, then we're like, oh, okay, well, people feel very strongly about this.
Yeah, the community that was formed in there, alone during the beta was so good. And
that's the thing as well, because even if you go on there just to ask a question, it might not even be one of us that gets back to you. It might be just someone else from the community that has had their own experience doing the thing that you want to know about.
But it's one place you're guaranteed to
Turtles
actually
have tails like that?
we're guaranteed to see it at some point.
Turtles have tails
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's what our turtle looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Someone's asked, sorry, go on.
I was going to mention, back when we had beta, we had the non-disclosure agreement, and we had a lot of people asking questions that only we could answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's open, and a lot more
Everyone
people
can
can
answer
a lot more
anyone's
people
questions
can,
anywhere they want.
So
help
our
each other.
very lovely community everywhere. Hello,
Yes.
everyone. We'll help you if we can't, but we will try and help everybody.
I've been amazed at the YouTube tutorials and stuff coming out as well.
Yeah.
So good. Just so good. I was impressed by how many people had captured footage during the beta and clearly
ready
just,
for it to
doing
yeah.
all the editing work while
Yeah.
we were just waiting to release.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
Yeah, the amount of people who have had videos, content between now and betas, like Gribble Granger,
Yeah.
a lot of very popular in the community. Some amazing videos that you should definitely watch.
Do you know, because on the server team we just never touched the client really. Today was the first time I boosted the client since the beta.
Oh gosh.
You came home.
I'm entirely just living in debug pages, so it was just so fun just to see it all live again.
I'm the same, and I'm waiting to just go
Yeah.
home and boot it up and
Yeah.
see and explore myself, which is.
I hope we're going to have the TV downstairs again.
It's a little bit more.
Yes.
Every now and then.
It
Obviously,
is-
this is the rest of time now. Like the beta was
It
obviously
is already
up
set up down there.
It's already
isn't
set up
it? It
downstairs.
is, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's so
no one's been
weird.
delving into levels yet.
Okay, yeah.
We've
'cause
all been a bit busy, so.
beta obviously was a 6-week period. This is Dreams. It's early access is here now for
Forever.
ever, and you don't have to rush. A load of people were obviously trying to reach the end of the beta by finishing
Oh, of
something
course, yeah.
or publishing it in time.
Now people can
Now
take the
take your time,
Yeah.
create your wonderful things that you'll make. And a really important question from Joey Hask is: can you make the turtle run around before you put the finishing touches?
Oh, I thought it was a tea cozy.
Yeah, it can't run around, JS. It's a tea cozy. It's a tea cozy. It can't run around.
It could be like a tea cozy that comes to you.
Oh, you summon the tea cozy.
Summon the tea cozy.
It's a little bit warm.
Oh, apparently the TV is on downstairs right now, so
Oh,
it's,
nice, yeah.
That's good.
thanks, Martin.
Martin's on the ball.
I like it when Martin pops up in the chat. It's like, oh, hey. It's a very cute tea cozy.
Do they have
That
shiny
username
shells?
says I can't pronounce. I don't want to pronounce people's usernames in case I get them wrong.
It's always fun
Shiny?
trying to pronounce people's usernames.
Yeah.
Usually because of him.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I had just a 5-letter username. It's always
What's
always
his
good.
name? What the
Yeah.
turtle's name?
People
Yeah.
can't
No,
really
isn't it?
mispronounce.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's Turtle's name? I think that's up to you guys. You should definitely. Well, it's a tea cozy,
Yeah.
so do we name tea cozies? Is that something that happens?
I think you can name anything if you really
You
want
could.
to.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's
I
very
did
true.
like Teetle.
Teetle. Yeah, Teetle's very good.
So I guess he needs to go on top of a tea
Yeah.
you're
thing.
gonna
So I
need
need to
to-
cut out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to gut him.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's literally what you have to do, right?
Teetle. There you go. Roger.
Roger.
No, we've got something called Reginald. It's a carrot
they've
from
got
this
a
morning.
Reginald already.
Is Roger a Reginald?
Oh, that's good. Cuppa.
Cuppa. Oh, I like
Yeah,
that tea.
yeah, that's very good.
Oh, please tell me they used the emotes at the same time.
No,
No.
just
Oh.
no. Are you cutting the hole now for the teapot? Are you going to do the teapot? Is the teapot going to also be sculpted?
You could do a teapot.
We could make a teapot. I'm trying to think what a teapot looks like.
Can somebody
You want
explain what a
like-
tea cozy is used for?
Oh, tea cozy.
There we go. Yeah, that's the information that we
Because
need.
Americans,
so-
especially, none of them will know what a tea cozy is. Because a lot of people don't have electric kettles.
But you know what a tea cozy is,
No,
right?
not really.
Oh, it's like a knitted
It is
thing
old
or a
school.
warmer that you put on top of your teapot after you've made some tea, so it keeps the teapot warm.
But
to
surely
keep it
that
cozy.
doesn't work.
It works really well.
What?
Yeah.
They're,
I love that it's
they're
like, surely it
often
doesn't
well
work.
insulated inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
what, a teapot
a
is a big
thermos works
circle.
for
Yeah.
hours.
With
With like a
How
little
does it-
spout
how does it
and a
cozy?
handle.
Was it back
You can do like an old school.
when
So-
we
yeah.
create
Like
stuff?
like a
traditional-
circle.
Yeah. Or almost oval, like
Ironically,
maybe.
Americans probably know it better because
Yeah, maybe like that,
kettles aren't as popular there.
Yeah.
trying
Their
to remember a
stovetop
teapot.
kettle's still quite
Absolutely.
popular. But yeah, like if you've got that, that's just like thin metal.
Yeah.
Heats up, put it down, and then you put an insulator on top.
Feels so strange as a
Yeah.
concept.
I think our knowledge of a tea cozy, it was almost like an oven mitt. It was like
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
material, yeah.
Always had a weird pattern on it.
Well, ours was a chicken.
Yeah.
It was a chicken, so then it basically the head and the tail fit perfectly for the spout and the handle.
And then you got to have your little doilies.
Yeah, of course.
Little
We've turned
egg
this
cup.
into like some quaint.
Arguably
Well,
one
I
of
mean,
the most British
you know, we're in
conversations.
British
Yeah, right,
now,
Yeah.
right.
And we're
happening?
yeah, Abby, have you got any idea what we're saying?
Abby
here?
in the background
Do
just
you
been
know
like,
what
what's
doily
going
is?
on?
Everyone knows what doily is from Father Ted, right?
I don't know what that do. This is a strong
You
kettle,
know,
though.
you know what a doily is, though, right?
No, what's a doily?
It's like
What?
a little coaster that's like
They're
quite nice
generally
and
crocheted.
They crochet.
Yeah,
It's
out
just
of
a crochet
cotton.
coaster.
Oh no, no idea.
Yeah, it's
No
bad.
idea. Can we add the doily to this?
Yeah, we could.
Oh my gosh.
With
Kaleidoscope, yeah.
kaleidoscope.
Okay, yeah,
so-
nice.
Oh
That's
yeah, that'd
cool,
make
yeah.
it easy, wouldn't it?
And
nice.
then it'll have a
A
handle,
handle, yeah.
which yeah.
Another curved tool.
This poor turtle's just going to be sitting on top of the teapot, sort of wiggling its legs.
What's going on?
Can't go anywhere.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's good.
Probably pull those in a little bit.
You never encountered a doily.
Never encountered a doily.
I mean,
I don't like drink. I don't drink tea.
I mean, neither do I.
Yeah,
but-
you encounter them in like grandparents.
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
It's a very old. It's an old.
Or
Old
like
Oh, right, I see.
an old B&B or something like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or you marry a Lolita.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the other way to go.
I mean, I've kind of wanted to make
Doilies.
like not doilies, but like tablecloths that are like.
Oh, like the doily sort of pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, no, going
This is a very British
going
conversation.
to like a
isn't it?
proper high tea is nice. It's you treat yourself.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
true,
little sugar
yeah.
cubes,
Yeah.
little tiered cupcakes.
Oh.
sounds like a lot of effort.
No, you go to somewhere where they do
Where they
all
do
the
it
effort
for you, yeah.
I love if people have like joined and they're
That-
like,
that
I
also
thought this
sounds
was
like
a
a lot
stream
of
about
effort, to be
dreams,
fair.
and they're
It's a video
talking
game.
about
Yeah, and
tea.
Doilies are encompassed with like cucumber sandwiches and that kind of
Oh, yeah.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
Quaint British
That
stuff.
also sounds terrible. It's
What,
just
cucumber
British
sandwiches?
Things, just things that are strange and odd that don't quite make sense to exist.
Next, you're going to dump on Test cricket.
Probably.
peace, Lisa. Peace. I think this is the conversation I kind of expected to start happening around about 7 hours into our
Oh yeah.
12 hours.
I mean, not that of course all of us have been on it already, right?
we're acting
Except for you, of course, Tom.
Staying up, like I had somebody who came into my DMs and say like, oh no, you know, how are you gonna last the whole stream? How like you know, are people. Did people sleep a lot that last night? I'm like, you're staying up like from 10 a.m.
Yeah,
to
it's
10
basically
p.m.
a normal
It's
time.
That's a
the
normal
older
day.
days.
It's a
People
normal
don't
day.
typically get delirious after a work day.
You never. Well, with me here,
Wow.
people would play.
So
you play
like,
dreams?
So I went to TwitchCon this weekend and
Okay.
left work on Thursday. Got
Okay.
home, did a stream, and I was like, my taxi's at 4:30. I'm not gonna go to bed. So I streamed until like 3 in the morning.
gosh.
Showered, got the taxi, went off to TwitchCon, had fun, got back here. Then we had our little party thing last night, and then I've been watching the service today. So it's like sleep. What's sleep?
You need sleep. Long weekend coming up.
Long
Always
weekend.
good. Sorry, Americans.
Yeah, someone just said this is just now turned into an afternoon tea stream.
Well,
Don't forget the scones. We had cupcakes with
we
jam
had
and cottage
cupcakes,
cream,
they're
and some of the
acceptable.
cupcakes had jam in them
yeah.
with
There's
some
still some
icing
cupcakes
on
left.
top. So like,
What strawberries?
kind of getting there.
Yeah,
what
there's
strawberry
strawberries.
though?
There. Are those chocolate covered strawberries?
No,
or
no,
they're just
just
They
strawberries.
probably can be.
Yeah, just
Where
dip
was
it.
we get the chocolate?
and lots of strawberries.
strawberries.
Yeah.
There
we
we
have to
go.
melt
We can make this work.
This can
It
work.
can happen.
It can happen.
So how's the tea? Oh,
It's
so
looking
nice.
amazing.
Nice.
Just trying to curve it a little.
I love that trick.
It's great.
Catherine knows all the tricks.
I do like the idea that this tea tool is called Cuppa.
Yeah, it's because I made a cone. But then, because when you subtract shapes, it does it in the order that you do them, as opposed to forever be subtractive. So if you then add an additive shape, it will add to.
Though one of my favourite hacks is if you subtract a shape away to the point that it's no longer there, we throw it away. And so you don't have to worry about like
Okay.
if
That's
the shape
a
has
bit
been
close.
totally removed.
It's a bit close. Oh. Tiny bit of cone.
Tiny bit of cone.
Go away, cone. Nothing against cones. Because we love Connie.
Oh yeah.
And she's a cone. She's a little
Right.
cone. I mean, so...
How did Connie come about? Like, what was?
Oh well, is that a question for?
Do you know?
I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
how Connie came about.
Cat's part of our
We
tutorial team. So
Yeah,
she's-
so we always had like Cube Man when I started at MM.
Yeah.
We had Cube Man and Cone Person
Yeah.
because non-gendered.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Connie became the star of tutorials, so and then
Cube
the star
Man
of
became-
Dreamiverse Dash, and
Cube
Cube
Man
Man became
became
Cuthbert.
I laughed so hard when I first saw those like tutorial intros
little
and
intros.
outros. It's just like
They're super
Cuthbert
cute.
as adults is just
I'm not really sure how.
I mean,
Our little-
it's got a large spout.
Yeah.
Maybe the spout should be a little... Oh, were you thinking it would fit in his neck?
Oh, I mean, you could. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the
Ooh,
shapes
look
are
at
very
that, look at
similar.
that. That works really well.
yeah.
He doesn't mind, right?
You know what he needs? He needs like a little dress or like a
Or like to
skirt
frilliness to
like keep,
drape down.
Yeah, drape
keep
down.
it warm.
Okay,
or just a cape,
just a cape.
like a superhero cape.
Just a cape. Okay, so I don't really want to cut out of our little. Do we have a name for this little friend?
It was Cuppa.
Cuppa
Cuppa.
sounds like it's
Cuppa.
pretty solid.
Cuppa. I don't really want to cut out of Cuppa because it feels like it'd be mean to cut out of his neck.
Well, we have to decide: is he living or is he a thing you can buy?
I mean, if my
Yeah.
tea cozy was alive, I'd be a bit scared.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I mean, if you do a soft blend and you put some additive stuff along his neck, it'll just look like his neck's sort of squishing up against the,
Oh.
you know, like when you put something soft.
Oh yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
idea of it being made of some soft, malleable, like a hacky sack almost.
Oh, someone says it should be a doily on top of the shell.
Oh, that would look cute.
That would look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, sorry, I realised what you meant, Claire.
I don't know.
I'm not.
If you're ever looking for this blend stuff and you can't find it, just switch from smear to stamp. The amount of times that threw me.
Oh, and it's like, why can't I?
Yeah, why can't I find the blend?
And we've got a lovely shortcut. You can press L1
Yeah.
and X. L1X, L1 triangle to switch between the two.
I think the
Somebody
tutorial
has
goes over that as
linked
well.
me a
doesn't
It
it?
does
picture of
go
a
over that.
tea cozy,
Tutorial
and
does go over
they
that.
still
Which
look
tutorial is
absurd.
that, Catherine?
They're brilliant.
I mean, it's well
Sculpt
crafted,
tutorial.
but it's. I still can't see the
The
point.
sculpt tutorial.
They do genuinely.
We'll teach you
keep
all
them
of these
warm.
things.
Yeah.
Do you
So
need
kind of
that?
like
Yes.
to make it look
If
like
you're
you're
having
going
if you're having tea by yourself or tea with one other person in a decent sized pot, and you're
But
chatting
you know
away.
you're going to get through that pot. Yeah.
Yeah, I just never had the occasion, I guess.
I mean, the worst thing's reheating tea.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
only
In
a
microwave,
barbarian
yeah.
would reheat tea.
Wait.
I mean, you kind of
But
have to
Does
sometimes.
that mean you make the tea in the kettle with the tea, not just hot water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different
that's
style
new
of tea than
stuff.
I've been ever making. That explains why you'd want to keep it warm instead of just keeping water.
Oh
warm.
no, yeah, that you're
That
keeping
makes
the
more
tea
sense.
warm.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
never actually made tea that way. That's quite interesting.
Yeah. Well, so that was actually one of the things is around about, what was it, the 50s? Tea bags were invented. Because prior to that, it was like, you know, it's all loose leaf. Though
I accidentally bought loose leaf, and it's a real
I
fun to
still
learn.
stand by
Okay,
loose
so
leaf.
let's put
Because you can
doily.
get great little...
They can be great, but they're still a nightmare to use.
They're adorable. Like, we got this, like, adorable little hippo that hangs on the edge
Oh,
of the cup. And
okay.
it's like,
That's good.
that's cute. And more environmentally friendly.
Yes, that's definitely an upside.
So I'm gonna grab cam to get that right. Okay, so doily.
How are you going to do the doily?
I'm gonna use paint mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint.
Oh,
you
what,
can
and
make
give
the
it
paint
physical?
strokes physical?
Yeah, so then it'll like.
Oh, that's so good.
I guess using.
What fleck?
Well, so this fleck's quite nice because it's quite a bold fleck.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite words.
I was going to say, you want it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I was just going to say that it's difficult to see the white. You could turn on studio lighting.
I could, but it's not actually that difficult because now we can see it. I'm sorry. Charlotte wanted me to turn on studio lighting so you can see the white.
Well, studio
even more.
lighting
so you
is
can
really
see what
helpful.
studio
Yeah, so
lighting
you
is
can
all
see
about.
what you're doing.
what the colours look like that you're using.
I think in this scenario we don't necessarily need to. So my fleck is way too big right now, and I'm also going to switch it to the pencil. So then that's based off how much you press the DualShock. But right now, because he's not an even surface.
Oh.
If you just do it directly outwards and then it makes physical, it should just droop on.
Oh, as opposed to using surface snap.
Yeah.
Although actually I could use my lovely floor here.
Oh, there we go.
Is 5 enough?
Question is, can you think what a doily looks like? Oh wow. Oh my gosh, look
There
at that
we
precision.
go.
So good.
It's kind of like a spider web.
It is.
Yeah.
We've
It's a
made
spider
it
web
spider
doily.
web.
You need, to make a doily, you need to do little half circles or something to do the knitted pattern at the edge.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
that's the trick, right?
Beep.
Little, yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. They always have that kind of pattern on.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
And then you always have little ends to them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Little
Basically,
dangly ends. Is that a doily?
Doily, one doily. That's what they
doily.
look like, Tom. It's a doily.
Oh,
there.
that's a good doily.
It doesn't look like a spider web anymore. I mean, is
Yeah.
it a good doily? The
That's-
unknown doily.
I'd put it on my
Cons-
teapot.
It's not
Well, I
what
mean,
you do a
technically-
doily,
No,
but okay.
I'd put it on my tea cozy.
I'd put it on my
technically put it
teapot.
under, but yeah.
Is that
Okay.
the new quote of the day? I'd put that on my
I'd put
teapot.
that on my
I
teapot.
put that on my teapot. That's weird. So if I just make it physical,
And then it will
Playtime
bend to
for
the
a bit.
laws of physics.
but it needs to be
Attached to someone.
well, yeah,
Is it gravity at the bottom there that you have to turn up?
yes.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh.
Is that because of...
Kaleidoscope doesn't like
the-
it.
It might actually be because of the shell that I've got going on as well, potentially.
I learned something.
It could be
new.
interesting.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's
Strange.
Oh gosh.
It'll be because of like how the strokes are connecting up.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
such.
Oh, wow.
Oh well. It was.
it's
it
well,
was
no,
a-
it's okay. So instead of it being a physical, so this is. I imagine we'll make a table, right? And that's
Yeah,
our
there we
doily
go.
on the table.
Big doily. Oh man.
Doilies
I
can be
want a
really big,
doily.
like a
Uh-huh.
tablecloth.
Yeah.
Then we don't know how
Yeah.
big this teapot is.
Though I think you need to maybe adjust the flex. What's that one that makes flex thicker?
Oh,
what-
so
is
we
that the-
we have the
Impasto or...
no impasto adds.
Oh,
volume.
adds volume, okay.
So we can change the looseness to change thickness.
Oh no, that's the one I meant. I think in
Yeah.
pasto.
Well, impasto raises or
Is it?
lowers.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you raise it, then you get that like when it's
Like the
knitted.
feeling that it's bumpy.
Yeah.
There you go, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. A little bit more. Okay, so we have a doily. Now I know someone of course said eyeballs on the shell. Then
Oh, yeah. So is that going to happen?
I mean, it can very easily happen, right?
Do you want them all the same size though? Or do you want them different?
Oh, they've got to be different sizes, right? Or
Some really big ones and some really.
oh, we're having like a proper pattern going on.
Maybe.
Eldritch horror turtle.
Yeah, it's like when you go to that like old lady's house for tea and everything's going okay, and then you notice that like there's a bit of
There's eyeballs
macabre
everywhere.
to all the
And
decorations.
you're just like, wait, what's going on here?
I would really like just seeing a bunch of eyes that just move to look at a point well.
That takes a bit of setup though. 'Cause
It's-
you've got to
it's just an axis.
Move that in a little bit.
You could use a rotator
Yeah.
or a rocket rotator. Is that the one you need?
Wait,
There's a
doesn't
look
look
at
at-
rotator,
There's
Look
look at
at-
Look
rotator.
at. Oh, I forgot we had that.
and then as long as I guess you have to pinpoint what it is you want to look at.
Yeah. Could just be a floating tag.
I mean, I'm kind of just doing.
Well, I was actually
trim.
I was playing through some of the beta creations the other day, and someone had made this amazing eye, and it was just a floating eyeball, and you got close to it, and it turned into like 10 different eyes.
Yeah.
That's
That was some nice horror
That's trippy.
looking. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good.
that does sound really nice.
I have to
There
admit,
is, I think, if you look hard enough, then you will find the horror things that people
I'm
have
going- I'm
made.
gonna
Yeah,
delve.
yeah, you need to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I did a lot of analysis of eyeballs at one point because like.
What a quote.
Well, no, because I'm doing like the recommender
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Right.
And I
Just
was
a lot of staring contests.
Yeah.
and I was like looking for like something that wasn't like sort of the top creation, but like a subcategory to look at how the recommender's doing and sort of mid-tier thing. And I was looking at
Yeah.
eyeballs.
Right.
And in the beta, we clearly had a winner, which
Sure.
was like Blue Eyeball V1.2, I think it was.
Right.
And it was like used by most people. Like
Oh,
it
really?
by
As-
far was.
As their eyes.
Like a lot of people had like recolored it and remixed it and reused it. But it was really interesting because I was because you have to do like a whole bunch of data analysis and stuff to figure out like because the recommender's got to be a bit smarter, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, they were just like it was amazing because I had like for days eyeballs on my screen, just looking at all the different eyeballs.
I mean, okay, so we have a little turtle friend.
Oh,
Terrifying.
It kind of feels like there needs to be something on top of the shell as well, though.
On top
now,
of.
now that the dog
One
is not
big
there.
old eyeball.
could you maybe paint it or
I could
pattern
add
it?
some paint to it.
Put its name on there. Cuppa.
Cuppa.
Yeah.
Got some
Remember,
snap on.
you guys asked for this.
Are they,
In the Twitch
are they
chat.
saying like what?
Some people are like, why is this happening?
What is
It's like,
going
well,
on? What
Yeah,
is
I
going
mean,
on?
Yeah.
you make these suggestions, and that's what we do.
What goes with blue? Blue.
Is it orange?
Orange.
What's the word? Complementary.
Complementary colours.
Complementary colours.
I've got kaleidoscope on. Let's turn that little thing off.
What if you go into the sculpt and you use the spray paint brush? And you paint direct on the sculpt.
Yeah, I could do that.
Focused on Cat's painting skills.
Yeah.
Oof.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. Completely. And then if I put surface snap back on,
There we
you
go.
can use it the same way. Now this is my
Your freehand.
So is it 1p or 2p? for cover?
2Ps,
Two-
right?
2Ps, yeah.
2Ps.
Definitely 2Ps.
I mean, I'm not too bad, am I?
It feels
No.
like we're defacing
The
this
spacing.
table.
The
I
spacing
lo-
is nice as
I
well.
love the spray
Is it
paint
like a
sound
small
effect.
line?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
I didn't
Cover.
even
Nice.
know we had that in there.
There you go.
What?
The
Oh,
sound
on both
effects
sides.
in general.
Right side.
Very,
There's
very
no way to
fun.
copy like a spray.
I love
No,
the
there
UIs that
isn't.
play. You guys,
Yeah.
they're just the best things.
Well,
At PAX, I was hypnotised.
I remember, like, I think it was, what was it, 2 years ago when we were doing, like, the UI pass, and, like, audio programmers would come up to you very angry because you had added something to the UI and you hadn't put an audio sound cue in.
Yeah.
No. It's like, it doesn't matter if we have a sound, it has to be a unique thing, so we can later put in a unique sound.
Yeah.
Very dedicated.
Cuppa.
Cuppa.
There we go.
Nice, look at that.
Incredible.
So,
Kind of want him to.
can his feet dangle?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that gives
We're
them
on
a
the
little
same
animation.
wavelength. It's good.
Why?
So it actually
So
is
it is
alive.
alive.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Like,
Not
Oh, he
necessarily.
could have just be like a pet that's climbed on top of the teapot because it's wool.
I
yeah.
think
Cuppa Joe.
I'm told you've got some
Joe.
good freehand painting skills there.
With a dual shot.
With a dual
Yeah,
shot.
all of this has been done with Cat using the DualShock, which has been incredible.
Yeah.
I like
I
the
might
idea
just
of
add
calling it
some
Cuppa
joints.
Joe. That's
Cup of
Joe,
Joe.
the
Cup
tea
of
I didn't even
cozy.
think of that because I'm
Yeah,
just thinking
yeah,
cup of
yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
Because I call
yeah.
it a cup of tea.
Oh man, but it's
Oh yeah,
Cuppa-
Joe is coffee,
Yeah.
so that
Yeah.
doesn't quite work.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
he
yeah.
is the Cuppa turtle.
Cup of tea. Still
Tea.
cup of tea. That works.
Cup of tea.
Like Mr. T, just a letter T.
Just gonna do it with some joints instead.
I loved watching because, like, because you don't when you're not on the content team, you don't get to see a lot of the stuff. When I saw the armadillo joint here.
Oh yes.
That was
Yeah,
just so
loads
satisfying.
from the
to
BBC,
watch.
yeah.
I was watching that with some friends because I had seen the making of, but I hadn't seen the finished video. And I was like, oh yeah, the armadillo's coming up. And I watched it, you know, being made and jointed. And then suddenly they moved it and it was wobbling. And everyone I know was freaked out. Like, wait, it was how? It's very satisfying to see things wobble in big joint chains.
And if anyone saw me struggle with joints in the beta, Anton has assured me that has all been fixed.
Someone said he needs a nest on his
Apparently
head to
you
make it
can
look
now
like a
connect
kappa.
joints to joints.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It was apparently a bit of
That's
a...
kind of close. Kappa, kappa,
Kappa.
kappa, kappa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must
I mean-
admit, every time Cuppa's been said, I've thought Kappa.
We've got
I
kappa
know.
as well.
every-
Someone, you're doing a good job because someone's just said it looks like a tea cozy.
Oh,
Nice.
Nailing it.
now they're going to wobble
Ooh.
about.
Oh
This one's a
no.
little bit sad
He's having some trouble.
if I turn on
I feel
extra.
like we're just punishing this turtle. We defaced it. We just.
Oh, he's having a ball of a
Oh,
time.
gosh.
Is he?
He's fine. It's fine. He's fine. No, that's because we've got collision on there.
Ah, of course. So it's colliding.
But they
with
might now fall through. But that looks
That
quite
looks
cute,
okay.
right? Oh,
that. A ball
except
pop
for
on that one.
No.
Oh,
There we go.
It's actually
It's
kind of like
his tea.
tugging it now.
He
Yeah.
won't let anyone else have it.
And then-
Nice. Kappa.
Should he make a noise as well then?
Meh.
Yeah,
what
well,
kind
you
of
gave him a
noise?
mouse, didn't you?
I did give him a mouth.
Oh, he's got a mouth. There we go. The needs there. That's where the tea comes out, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, was I adding something? What was being said? Adding? No. You
No,
were talking
I was
about
just saying
kappas.
that kappa
Okay.
because someone said to
Yeah.
put a nest on his head to make him like
Okay.
the Japanese water demon.
Yes.
That took a turn. That took a turn. Making a
Yeah,
nice cute turtle, now Japanese war demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone make any
Sorry.
kappas
Oh,
on the beta?
okay.
I think someone did, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Am I imagining it?
I don't know.
I know there was a few
Ooh, that
Couple of
yokai that were made.
Yeah, my laptop's a little bit warm on my legs. It's lei as well. I don't know where this lei came from.
You just blacked out.
I mean,
and
you
had
were wearing it
legs.
when you came
Yeah.
down earlier.
I've been running around the office with it on all day.
Yeah.
I'll just put it there for now.
My imps
take that one.
in the way.
It's really fun seeing people like learn the tools.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
something that is really cool because usually with the streams with, I mean obviously we did some really involved streams like to start with,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
But then recently with the beta highlights there was maybe a bit of time for maybe, what was it, say 20 minutes, something like that, for creating.
Yeah.
But like everyone today is getting 10 solid hours
Of creating.
of creating.
Yeah. 12.
Well, there's
12?
some.
Oh my god, wait, how many hours? Yeah, sorry, I don't do.
There is some games.
I don't do the math,
looking
that's
at-
why.
Oh yeah, no. Like after this, we're gonna look at some content stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. There's been a nice block of creation there.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's nice
definitely.
when creation.
So what sound does a turtle make?
What sound does a turtle make?
Meep.
Oh,
It makes a
yeah,
meep sound. There we go. Let's record that voice.
Okay, so I need to go.
You gotta go,
Oh,
mate.
I've got to do that careful thing so Twitch doesn't screenshot my freaking forehead.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll stamp it in 3, 2, 1.
brilliant.
Though I was very encouraged to see during the sort of chat run up to early access, people have actually gone out and bought mics.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, what, for the PlayStation?
well, because the
just to-
PlayStation 4, if you plug in pretty much any USB mic,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
like, it's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, if you plug it in and the PS4 like recognizes as a mic, then it'll work with Dreams.
Oh, brilliant.
Um,
Yeah, because it's a lot easier than, because obviously if you do have the PS4 camera to help with the moves or help with the light on the DS4, you do have to like go over to it to,
Are we still
or you
playing
can
the Dream?
you can use the mic on the DS4 if you don't have a camera. In fairness, I quite like the mic on the DS4. But I don't have
Me?
a
Yeah, that
USB
works.
microphone.
Meep. Meep.
Are you gonna mix it up?
Mix it up. What, the meep sound?
Yeah.
Mm.
What, and turn it into an
Well, no,
instrument?
just I don't know. There's loads of tweaks.
There are lots of
Tweaks. Someone's just asked, and Kat's probably a really good person to answer, what tutorials are in the early access?
So in the early access, we've added a handful of tutorials, which includes a character creation tutorial for an art perspective, because we saw a lot of people making that, well, trying to make characters in the beta, and unfortunately we hadn't made them a tutorial for then, but they have one now. They can also have a go at a character gameplay tutorial where they have a go at keyframing, poses on a character to help in a gameplay sense. So you do that with Connie, and we also have added a full Start Dreaming suite for the motion controllers. So previously for the beta there was only Start Dreaming 1. We have added a masterclass with Kareem, where you can
Which
sculpt
is really good.
a human bust, male bust. It's very good, especially for learning the techniques with the move controllers, and also just learn a little bit more about how Kareem works. And you can do a Dreamiverse Dash masterclass with Mark. And there's also a sculpting tutorial for motion controllers as well.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I'm
one.
like, I know Charlotte's tested them a lot, so she's kind of, she's got it in her mind. But yeah, so we've added all those, and we will still be adding more tutorials as well.
And it's obviously on top of all the beta tutorials. That
Yes, and there's already the beta tutorials that are there as well, which includes logic tutorials, gameplay, logic, gameplay, animation, audio, art. I think it is more than 5.
Right, sure.
5 categories. I mean, I'm the one to know.
Yeah, well, you know.
But so there's a whole bunch of tutorials that can help you getting started in Dreams. So,
And one thing that's cool about the tutorials as well is that there are imp quests tied to them. So if you complete the tutorials, you unlock like elements that you can use in your levels, as well as some imps as well. But the imps are actually from making your levels.
That was very good timing because someone asked, is there a voice changer built in? Well,
you can change your pitch, so
There.
So what's he
Okay.
saying?
I mean, you could do some quite complex voice changer stuff. If
You can,
wanted
yeah.
to.
yeah, we were making some fun sounds at PAX, weren't we?
Yeah.
Like some
We were, yeah.
Bring people up on stage to change their voices around.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
not
different.
like big on the audio stuff, so I'm not really used to doing this side of things.
But you've changed the pitch.
I have,
Yeah.
but I know Abby's great at it.
What do I need to do?
Well, I want my little turtle to go meep, but I'm not sure the best way of doing it. Should I make a little song where he's going meep, and then use the envelope of the song, of the instrument, to tie into my keyframe, or I have this my little sound.
I mean, the thing coming out of there by default
Depends
is the
what you want
envelope.
to do with it. Yeah.
If I want to make a little song, or which I guess I just turn it into an instrument
Yeah,
and then
turn it into an
record,
instrument. So open up the tweak menu, hit
Oh,
instrument.
yep.
Now you're in instrument.
and then I
And then
can.
open it up with L1 and X.
And then open it. Hit,
Oh, you want that
right
one?
there,
Yeah, free
and
form.
then play. You could add some effects fields mixed up.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
So I can search and then find effect fields. So we give a load of effect fields with Dreams, which can do various different things, but I never know. So let's have a distortion.
We also have Bogdan coming on at 7 p.m.
We do.
Yeah, if you want to see more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bogdan hour.
Bogdan's gonna perform.
Yeah.
I mean, I find the only way that logic gets easier is you just try to do stuff and
Yeah,
you
you
learn
play
more
about.
of the logic.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, you need to know what you want to do, and like, don't be afraid if it fails to just take it in a different direction.
I mean, the best way to learn anything is to just think of something and try and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most of the frustration I've sort of seen when I've seen people talk about being frustrated is when they have like a very fixed idea in their head and they like doggedly pursue it.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta have fun with it.
I mean, I'm not a musician. Do you want to try? And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you want to try and create something?
No,
music,
because
Charlotte?
I'm tonally
Use your
like,
arpeggiator.
challenged.
Oh, what the setting? Arpeggiator setting.
Yeah, you can.
Turn it on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I do not do the audio.
Imagine you went to get your teapot, and then suddenly it just started singing at you.
Needs a little head bob then, like
Oh yeah.
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 little.
Like
We
sway.
could animate it like
Yeah.
moving,
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
head, moving its head around. But yeah, so I'm not
So the
Those are
question
too high.
is your tea in tune?
totally right. Right. Shall I? So I'll record some little meeps.
Totally.
Someone says the echo makes it feels really fitting for some reason. So.
Yeah, the echo does. That one.
Okay. So here's our little meeps. So our little Cuppa is going to move his mouth maybe
Yeah.
a bit too fast, based off this.
Are you just getting like?
All of my friends were just constantly messaging me saying, "Oh my god, it seems you're learning about tea-cosies online on
Yeah,
stream."
yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, okay, you know, there's only one way to solve this. We've got to take you to like high tea somewhere. Like this is the solution.
Potentially, I have some nice, like, very fancy tea bags at home, and I'd love to try those with a fancy, you know, tea, whatever you call them.
No. Make a proper London summer day of it. You know, go do high tea somewhere.
I think isn't there like some cat cafes do.
Oh, there's a bunch.
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
that sounds nice,
tea,
at least.
high tea as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
But that's two gimmicks
Okay,
in
so
one.
he's kind
You
of
get the cats,
our little
and
guy's
tea is a
kind of
side
singing a little
Yeah.
gimmick.
Yeah.
But something just focused on tea, I can't imagine.
I mean, the trick with cats and hot beverages.
I don't know.
Is
I mean,
you
I
then
just got
have
some
warm
meeping
hands.
right now, but
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not very good with.
Here, play the meat thing, and I'll add in some.
you add some, yeah?
Yeah.
Come along, Abby.
Abby's gonna lay down those.
So you've got your meat.
I've got my meeps.
Okay.
So Abby's really good at making music in Dreams. Yeah, you are.
Well, Dreams makes it really easy because the way that like phrases and music clips are done, everything is quantized and in the same key to work together. So if you use anything from the music collections, it's a bit hard in a way to mess
to
up.
make it bad, yeah.
Yeah. So we could put this to the test and challenge the stream to choose
Oh wow.
what we go
Okay,
with.
let me tell you. Okay, so give them some options. So you have to choose one of these, everyone watching.
Yeah, just scream them in chat.
That actually seems like that might be fitting.
That is pretty good.
First suggestion
All right,
that comes
screw it.
through.
We're putting it in.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oops.
I mean, no matter what we hover over, someone's going to say put it in.
Okay, we might have to unarrange.
Yeah.
We might need to change the meeps a little bit.
All right, that's fine. We can do that. I'd take off the arpeggiator.
I think
you
you
might
might
need
have
to. You just
lost
deleted it. So if you
your-
just undo it, if
no.
you just undo.
Undo.
Because nicely in Dreams, you can undo every step that you make,
Yeah.
as long as you don't exit your scene, and then you lose your undo stack.
All right. So, how do I erase?
I believe there are some things that'll nuke your undo stack, but I think we always warn you about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there's some edge case weird stuff.
All right. I mean, we could do it the hard way, which is what I'm just reading all of your notes. Sorry.
It's okay.
But if I was a better music writer and I actually knew what I was doing,
Oh, you
with
could just
these,
draw it
I could
on.
just draw it on, and I could just move these.
But
could
I
change
actually
the notes
really
to
like
be-
it when people use the freeform mode, because there's so many, like one of my favorite things is the composite note data and all the animation you can drive off that. Because like when you draw notes
you rewind time.
on there, like you can actually
'Cause it's on
wire
the
the
timeline
notes
right now.
position out, and you can actually use this as an animation tool, not
Oh,
just
we
a
are.
music tool.
Wow.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. You can do some really cool logic stuff with that, and you get a really naturalistic
just not
feel
hear
out of
that?
it.
No, I can't hear it either.
I don't know why I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, we've just lost sound.
We've
No,
used-
no, you
Um,
deleted the sound clip.
Actually, yeah. If we,
Oh, from deleting the very
if
last
you
one.
if you
No,
undo
no,
it.
I actually, before you started deleting any of the notes, I saw you delete the sound itself.
Oh
Oh.
no,
Yeah.
that's
I
fine.
did-
we
I
can
did
just
see
go
that.
back in
Yeah,
time.
nice, nice.
Forward in
And just
time.
undo.
I'm not sure what we're
And there we
doing.
go. There we go.
Okay,
There's meeps.
okay.
So I think, can you not delete it when you're in freeform? And
Well, you can just restart, right?
oh yeah, if you just restart the scene, which it is, and then go into perform mode, and then go over the top.
And then top left, I think it's the X
little
button.
Oh yeah, the little X button.
There.
That's true.
Delete all there.
Okay, I'm gonna take off the arpeggiator.
It's too much. It's too
Yeah,
much.
it's just it just feels like
Why is
maybe
there
a
a
bit too
teapot
much
under
right
the
now.
castle? Clearly, it's a tea
It's a
cozy.
tea
It's
cozy.
keeping it warm.
I don't think
Oh my
this
goodness.
solution really works, right? Unless we change up.
The echo's good.
I like the echo.
Okay, well we'll go with that. That'll work. I don't know. See that in the piano roll? We can play it back. Okay, but now we have two clips here, so let's
Yeah.
add something else. Probably drums. Or we have that maybe extra percussion.
Do we have cowbell?
I mean, there has to be.
I don't know why, but
I feel like we do.
There
I
must be a
just,
cowbell, right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Probably a terrible idea.
Such a bouncy beat for such a little. Okay.
It's jamming.
Add something else in. Maybe a bass.
And everyone now needs more cowbell in the stream. So.
I was resisting making that.
You started it.
What do we think?
Does the chippy one go? The one that was quite
yeah, let's
upbeat?
try, chippy bass.
Where was it? I think it was.
It was down.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not? It does now.
Oh, I think the soundboard practice can be moved back.
Oh yeah, slightly off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
There.
could always make it longer.
I like that his little leg is just swaying.
Right, now you have a song. I don't
Thank
know.
you very much.
We can add lots more stuff into that,
Yeah.
but this is a really simple way. In fact, Bogdan's going to come on and do some like live generative music performance later tonight.
7.
So we'll do a couple more things with people from the audio department actually involved. No, what's really cool though, if you have early access and you've downloaded it, go exactly where I was in the music library, and you can really mash up a lot of these and get some really interesting results. Charlotte will know this because she helped out with the Girls Make Games stuff that happened over the last week, and it was the first time they've done music creation.
Most of them had never touched any kind of music composition before, and these were like 10 to 14-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And every single one of them made a song, and they all sounded brilliant.
They were wild. I went and I listened to all of them. It was so cool.
It was brilliant. Like some of them had like heavy metal, some of them had like some bells going on. No matter what they did, it sounded brilliant.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool that they're able to involve music creation in it just from using dreams. I thought that was really special.
Yeah.
But yeah, since all that stuff really works together, you can do quite a lot with it.
I'm super
Thanks, Abby.
Thank you.
I'm super enthused to see what like music Twitch does with Dreams, because like there's a whole bunch of DJs and like music makers on Twitch who just stream like making songs for hours.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like,
Not that far down.
Wouldn't you need to grab his eyes too, or his eyes part of his group?
Scope out one.
Oh.
Although yeah, these eyes are. That's fine. What I was going to say as well, with Abby mentioning about the music clips, music tutorial that we have, you can play focuses on the music clips and creating music through assembling clips. So it's just a nice way to start getting you involved with creating music and see if it's something that you might like to have a go at doing.
and if it's not, there's always music on the Dreamiverse.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm amazed by. During the beta, there was a handful of really good music creators.
Yeah.
And a lot of their stuff got used. Like, it's the nicest feeling when you make a small little thing. Like, you don't have to make this big thing. You make a small little thing, and then a whole bunch of people grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We brought that up before, but like people who make little props like a pencil and a bush and a kettle and all this stuff.
Things
They're like the
bushes,
unsung saviors. Everyone will use everything and they'll never get done. But they need to exist.
Yeah, that's like where my head has been at so much with Recommender. It's like,
Oh, look at that.
This little guy.
But yeah, like someone
You've
made
got,
a
like, an
flaming
idle
torch,
animation on this.
and I think
Yeah.
it was
On his
used
tail as well, maybe.
several
I don't know how
hundred
I did that.
times during the beta. There's
What was
one
that?
Yeah.
flaming torch,
Yeah.
and it like wouldn't take me long to make a flaming torch like they had made, kind of thing. But it's so much quicker just to grab the flaming torch from the
Yeah.
Dreamiverse than it
Yeah.
is to like make your own.
Well, like Liam, one of our players, was saying that he made a chair, like just a.
Oh, Liam, the guy that's so over there.
Hey Liam.
Hey, Liam.
Hi Liam, how you doing?
Hey, Liam.
I was just about to say about your chair.
It's a good chair.
You like that chair, didn't you?
It's a great chair.
And it was used by a load of people in the in Dreams, and that made him feel very good, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Use my chair.
Excellent. Yeah. Everyone use Liam's
like-
chair.
Something I've always
Use the
considered
chair.
it's quite interesting because complex gameplay things like the hover bike we've seen or whatever, people are going to make these and people are going to remix them and make them more complex and better and so on, and it's just kind of gonna be this weird singularity of things already existing, so they can build on top of them and make things that are more complex, and just things are just going to get crazier and crazier as time goes on. And like the things we saw in 6 weeks were absurd, but give it 3 months and it's going to be wild.
And it's not just complexity. Like what I loved doing during the beta was grabbing people's creations, remixing them, and just optimizing them a little bit, or tweaking them a little bit, or just adding one little thing to it. Like you can, just because you're using other people's stuff doesn't mean you have to like throw away your stuff. You can actually get really efficient.
Yeah, one of the things that Catherine and I really liked when we took part in the Global Game Jam was grabbing people's characters, and they'd only they didn't want to make it a puppet. They'd only made like a sculpt because they hadn't maybe gotten to that point where they were like, yeah, I'm going to rig this, and then Catherine rigged up a load of their characters, and suddenly the characters that were previously static came to life.
Yeah.
And like, everyone loved it. It was
one of my favorite one of those was the T-Rex that got rigged.
Of course, yeah, that Kev rigged.
Yeah, someone made a T-Rex and then
it
Kev
was so
rigged
awesome,
it, and
yeah.
it's like rah.
Yeah, and then so many people used the T-Rex once it was rigged. So it's really nice. Like even if you're not good at animating, or you're not good at, I don't know, like colouring, maybe you're just good at sculpting. You if just put your sculpt up there, even if you don't think it's finished, because other people can work with it, and then maybe you could see it in a light that you'd never seen before.
I think Tom Wild
has appeared.
Has appeared. He's going to come and join us.
Tom has appeared
and make something from scratch.
Speaking of audio.
Speaking of
audio, someone who's an audio.
So you're, do you want to put some finishing touches on Cuppa before Tom joins us?
I mean, do we want to make any other changes?
Is there any? Are you happy with this?
I mean, he's cute.
He's adorable. He has a little song.
He wibbles.
Should we publish and release it to the?
We can publish him
to the community so they can make their own versions of Cuppa.
Someone make it into a game where you have to make tea.
Okay, homework.
That was what I was going to do the jam, and then like I had work to do and I couldn't do it. But I've still got a scene that's like half built and it's got like teacups and got loose leaf and some logic.
Tea,
Cuppa tea.
Cuppa tea. Yeah.
But maybe just the letter T.
Cuppa tea. Because he's cool. He's edgy.
Cuppa tea.
That's
edgy.
great.
Yeah. See, now it feels like you should have had a medallion.
But then
I didn't think of that at the time.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say about like making stuff is obviously we'll never talk about how the internals of the recommender works, and it's always changing, but you get credit in various forms for when people use your stuff, when like that's why we have the credit system, and the credit system goes like super deep and whatnot. Like, so even if you are just someone who makes component parts, we want to be able to highlight you and say this person's awesome. So you don't have to make dreams to be like a big creator.
Don't be afraid to use other people's things.
Yeah. Because it's all about remixing other people's things and using other people's skills to better yourself as well. So.
Teamwork.
It's all about teamwork.
Yeah. And Liam's chair.
And Liam's chair.
Liam's chair.
Well, thank you guys.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you
very much. Thank you.
I've got to come off with my.
Oh my goodness! I've been sat on the edge of the sofa.
Oh
there we go. We're good. We're good. So Tom Wild.
I've got to wait for you to get out. So
I know.
Author of All Hallowed Dreams.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful classic.
Famous
I really
Tom, do you want to come in here, Tom?
Yes.
And then I'll give you the controller.